and welcome back to the Shop of Hard Knocks. My name's Will Kelly. I'm the monthly repair columnist for Vintage Guitar Magazine. Today I'd like to talk to you about a little discovery I made that surely helps around the shop and even in your own homes with your own guitars. It's called LOCA. No, not La Vida Loca. We're talking about liquid optical clarity adhesive. And in essence, it's an adhesive that only sets with a certain band of UV light. It light cures. The advantages are enormous. There's no spillage. Think about the times you've used super glue and a drop ran down the side of the neck and instantly stuck, or getting your fingers stuck together. None of that exists anymore. It's really a neat thing. Plus it cures in 5 seconds with the light. So you can put it into place, hit it with the light, and you're done. Whereas with super glue, as you all know, you gotta wait and wait and wait to cure. If it doesn't cure properly, you gotta turn around and try and chip it out or sand it down. This is lovely stuff. So I'm gonna repair a 2-deep nut slot and a headstock for you and show you how your old baking soda and super glue trick, you'll never use that again. Let's get started. UV cured glue comes in 2 parts. You've got the glue itself, and then you've got a light, UV light, that activates the glue. Now this is a 10 milliliter tube, which is a fair amount. The viscosity on this glue is very low. That means it flows more like water. But it doesn't run or drip. It's a gel substance, but it spreads very thinly. The UV lamps are very strong and cure rather quickly, but they can cause burns if you stare into them with your eye for 5 minutes, which God knows why. A good starter kit though, and a good way to get into UV glue, is to use this small portable pen and light and glue combination here. So on one end you've got a glue reservoir with about 1.5 milliliters of glue, and then on the other end you've got a small UV lamp that does curing in very small portions. I've carefully masked off everything around that one slot that I want to deepen or thicken a little bit. So this is my light pen. However, I'm going to use the big heavy duty UV flashlight so we get a good cure and a quick cure on it. So here we go. This stuff just comes out like clear gel, and I just want to put a small drop of it. And the beauty is I can then work it into the bottom and level it out and make sure it's nice and smooth and even, cleaning any overspills or any drops on the excess, and get everything looking exactly perfect in place before I hit it with the light. So here we go. And that's it. I mean, we're talking about just a microgram, just a small, tiniest little drop. So then after we've cleaned everything up, we're going to hit it with the UV light, and then we'll see what we've got when we do. Should be fun. So now I'm just going to wipe off any little bits and spills on the front and the back and the sides. And then all that's left is just what's in the slot right there at the very bottom, because it's used a very small amount. You couldn't do this with super glue. The paper towel would have stuck to it long, long, long ago. So I can polish up the top, make it nice and clean. And then all we have to do is hit it with the UV lamp. Okay. I think we're done. Alright, the texture of the fill is hard. It's probably harder than the bone. It's not as hard as, say, steel or brass or something like that, or epoxy, but it's pretty hard. I can tell by the way that it machines or works that this is going to be a lovely replacement. Okay, we've got the depth of the new nut cut adjusted properly, which is raised up a bit from the other one, which was buzzing. Now we've got the string back on and the guitar tuned up, and let's just see where we're at here. Lovely. Fantastic repair. You can do it in your own home. You don't have to be fancy with it. The LOCA is readily available online, or even some major retailers are starting to sell it now. And it's a great way to learn about gluing things, such as chips and nut fills and dents in your wood and reattaching binding and things like that. So play with it. It's a great tool for your shop, your home, and your guitar collection. Thanks for stopping in. I'm Will Kelly with the Shop of Hard Knocks.